There was another game later where I think it was South Africa, where God had to come from heaven and rescue directly.
His Excellency Yoweri Kaguta Museveni pledged to support the Uganda Cranes nti era buli mupiira gwe bawangula 1.3 billion shillings in the basket. And guess what? President actually he promised and delivered. Yesterday they dined with him. I mean the Uganda Cranes. Yabadde n'obubaka bungi bwe yabawadde naye kyasinze okubawa. He analyzed the match that was between South Africa and Uganda. Fena twalaba omupiira ogwo era Uganda yawangulira Kagwa. Era waliwo ensobi eyakolebwa. Ensobi eno nga goalkeeper wa Uganda yava mu box n'agenda n'alumba omupiira nga defense ya Uganda nga bagimenye. Goalkeeper waffe n'agoba omupiira teyakusobola gukwata n'amisinga ekyatuleetera okutukuba goal eyali eye twandigiyise ya kisiru nga defense yaffe tewali muntu n'omu. So President, we think he didn't watch this match, but actually he watched the highlights and yabadde abuuza, how could this happen? I mean, lwaki goalkeeper defense ya Uganda yali nafu bwetu? Era kino ekibuuzo yakitunuuliza Mole Byekwaso yali coach era nga wano era naye yabaddemu byamuzeemu naye nga all president supported the Uganda Cranes with one heart. Twabalabyeko mu parliament olunaku olw'eggulo still nga bagenza okusisinkana parliament era parliament neereeta ekiteeso eky'okubasiima babasiimye ne wabaawo ensonga ezaateereddwa ku mmeeza nga Uganda Cranes saako n'ebyemizannyo byeteekeddwa okuba nga byongerwamu ssente n'okulaba nga local teams zino bazisupportinga. Uganda, I mean Ministry of Education and Sports is supporting ddala okulaba nga tufuna cream atasobola okutwala Uganda mass. For the first time in history, Uganda yasobodde okutuuka ku CHAN quarter finals era tulabye nti n'ensi ezategeka CHAN 2024 nga twetegekera CHAN 2020 AFCON 2027 pamoja. For the first time in history, Uganda yasobodde okutuuka ku quarter finals tekibangawo. Ensi zino Uganda, Kenya, Tanzania zaatuuka ku quarter finals. Kyali kirungi kubanga ensi ezo ze zaategeka tournament eno ze za hostinga. Kale ng'ate era twetegekera eno yabaddenga stage yakweteekateekera AFCON ejja eya 2027 egenda okuyingira mu Uganda, Kenya and Tanzania era nga bagiyise AFCON pamoja 2027 era nga tulaba ebisaawe bingi ebiri okuzimbibwa. Tulabyeko ekya Hoima Stadium ekiri okuzimbibwa kiri ku 95% kiwedde omuddo bagutaddemu. It is a beautiful stadium. Tulina ekya Namboole ekiri okuddabirizibwa, tulina Hams War Memorial Stadium ekiri okuzimbibwa nakyo, I mean Kyaggwa batandise okukihostingamu emipiira era nawulidde nti emipiira egy'amasaza the finals egenda kubeera mu kisaawe ekyo mu November, I think nga lumu. Yes, so bamaze okuwa enteekateeka. Kale kwegamba omupiira oba ebyemizannyo mu Uganda birikula ku musinde kwe twandigambye ogw'owaggulu naye nga wateekeddwa okubaawo ekikolebwa nga twawulidde mu parliament nga ababaka aba parliament bagamba wateekeddwa okubaawo ensimbi ezongebwa naddala mu zino ttiimu zino ento ttiimu zino zi local teams nga okugeza kangeze nga KCCA, Kataka FC, Kawempe FC, I mean ezo zonna nga local teams kuba mu tujja cream zino okulaba nga tezikiikirira Uganda on an international level. Kale President kiyansanyudde nti yalaba omupiira guno kuba twalako ne Maama Janet Kataha Museveni, Minister wa Sports and Education. Yaliyo n'alaba omupiira era Museveni analyzes omupiira guno era n'akuba Mole Byekwaso ekibuuzo era Mole Byekwaso byazeemu nga olaba nti alaga nti no defense yatagala, I mean abaana batuuka tumanyi Uganda, I mean South Africa, Bafana, that team is superb. Eranga Uganda, I think ranked 15th position mu Africa, ate South Africa yakubiri. Kale ng'olaba nti nno omupiira gwadde gwenkanankana. South Africa erina cream, Uganda naye egezaako, naye olaba nti nno Uganda yasobola okuwangula South Africa. That was a plus for Uganda. Era wano President n'asuubiza okulaba nti nno bongera ensimbi saako n'obuwagizi mu kitongole eky'ebyemizannyo mu ggwanga lyattu erya Uganda. Njagadde kulekera vidiyo eno Museveni byabuuzizamu byekwaso ne mutakubwa yali goalkeeper waffe byonna nga babiddamu mu vidiyo eno. Watch, don't forget to subscribe, like and share this video and drop in your comment in the comment section below.
There was another game later where I think it was South Africa, where God had to come from heaven and rescue directly. Because when I watched initially, you were like, I think you had scored first. I think Uganda had scored first or something like that against South Africa. Then, of course, me, I don't have time to watch the whole. I went to do something else. When I came back, they said, what has happened? No, you had conceded a goal, I think. Then when I was watching, your defense was nowhere to be seen. Then the goalkeeper, do you remember that goalkeeper when he ran? That goalkeeper of yours had to go from his area. He actually got to the ball. He got to the ball slightly before the opponent, but he couldn't. I think the rules don't allow you to hold the ball unless you are in your area of responsibility. So he tried now to dodge the other player now who outsmarted him, and then he scored. The goal was empty. The goal was empty. I don't know what had happened. What had happened to the what had happened to the fullback? Tell me what had happened. You were the one who scored first.
Yes, sir.
Yes, that's what I saw.
Then we started, our defense started panicking. Then we started losing shape in all the defensive areas. So we wanted it so much. Our boys wanted it so much. The goalkeeper couldn't wait for some moment because he was under pressure. He wanted to do more, but most times he found himself out of position. But sometimes
he actually got to the ball fast, but because he couldn't hold it, with the goalkeeper, you come and defend yourself. Where had the fullback gone?
I think the fullback can answer that.
Thank you, Mr. President. In that moment, we were attacking, so we were high up in the pitch, so we were caught up in the moment.
Why do you all go to attack? Because this is the whole thing of the AOR in the army, area of responsibility. Why would you all go to attack and then you leave the goalkeeper alone?
Yes, Mr. President, in that moment, the ball was on the right, in the right flank, so it was a counter-attack. So the defense was high up, so he had to come out, so we had to cover the goal, but eventually we couldn't defend the goal.
Backwards, where is this backwards now? What do you think of my military idea of AOR, area of responsibility? Everybody stay in your area of responsibility, you will be more efficient. I don't know what you think. Instead of all of you going on one side, then you need to run back, all of you. Is it not even tiring?
In fact, Your Excellency, you are very right. Football was created by the army in the 18s. It's mostly structured in the army shape. Every player has his job to be done. Every player has to have a job to perfect it. And once you are disjointed somewhere in defense, you get a lot of problems. So totally it is in the shape of army guard.
You have got a white coach. I saw a white man here. Who is that, our white friend? Come. What do you think?
And like Gavin told you, when you go forward and you come to a counter, that means that you're not in position. And that's mostly when you're attacking. So therefore, we always talk about wrist defense. But at that moment, if your wrist defense is not at place, it's difficult.
But why should all these 9 or so people go forward? Why wouldn't you have the 5 forward and others? What is the problem?
My explanation, we all attack and we all defend.